The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch Season 6 Episode 4, titled Bursting the Bubble, is a wild ride from start to finish packed with new experiments, strange scientific results, and the kind of unexplained phenomena that have made this Utah ranch famous. If you're a fan of the show, you know that every episode brings more questions than answers, and this one is no exception. The team, led by ranch owner Brandon Fugel and aerospace engineer Dr. Travis Taylor, continues to push the limits of science and technology to get to the bottom of the ranch's mysteries. This episode is all about drilling DNA and a series of rocket launches that reveal just how strange things can get at Skinwalker Ranch. The episode kicks off with Travis and Thomas lighting fires at the infamous triangle area of the ranch, hoping to fill a giant bubble of air with smoke so they can map it and watch how it behaves. Using FLIR thermal cameras, Dave and the team spot cold vortexes in the heat, dark zones that don't make any sense according to normal physics. The smoke floats over the triangle and refuses to come down, and the team watches as the bubble's edge seems to go straight up into the sky. The drill team is also hard at work trying to punch through the top of the mesa, but progress is painfully slow. The rock is so hard that it's taking hours just to move a few inches, and the team debates whether to keep widening the borehole or start a second one. Ultimately, they decide that the hole is big enough for their scientific instruments, so they stabilize it with a special gel-like cement and get ready for the next phase. While the drilling continues, the team heads back to the command center for a video call with Brandon Fugel and biologist Ben Woodruff. The big news: they've received DNA results from the jawbone of a mysterious wolf-like creature found on the ranch. The analysis, done by Colossal Biosciences, reveals that only 11% of the DNA matches modern gray wolves, specifically Eurasian and Greenland wolves, which don't even live in the United States. The other 89% of the DNA is a complete mystery, not matching any known species. Ben explains that the jaw and teeth are a perfect match for a juvenile dire wolf, an animal believed to have gone extinct over 10,000 years ago. This discovery blows everyone's mind and raises the possibility that something truly ancient, or unknown, could be roaming the ranch. The team decides to install more game cameras in the South Field and Dry Gulch Creek, hoping to catch more evidence of strange animals. Next, the focus shifts to the bubble itself, a gigantic, invisible sphere detected by LiDAR scans that seems to cover the triangle, the mesa, the East Field, and Dry Gulch Creek. This bubble is at the center of many of the ranch's strangest phenomena, from UAP sightings to bizarre radio signals and GPS blackouts. The team brings in experts from LOC Precision to help with their most advanced rocket experiment yet. The plan is to launch rockets equipped with GPS and tracking devices straight through the bubble and see what happens. The first rocket, carrying chalk powder, is launched to 1,000 feet. Instead of dispersing, the powder just sits in the air, refusing to move. Another sign that something is off in this zone. As the rocket launches continue, Travis and Eric monitor the radio spectrum for strange signals. Right after the drones are launched, they detect a 5.5 GHz signal, something they've never seen before on the ranch. Then, as the big rocket is prepared, a familiar 1.6 GHz signal appears. This frequency often shows up right before UAPs are spotted, and the team wonders if it's some kind of communication signal. The big rocket is launched to 5,000 feet, and everything seems normal until it hits 3,200 feet on the way down. Suddenly, the rocket drops like a rock, veering off course and landing far from the launch site. The tracking data shows missing points and abrupt changes in direction, suggesting that something in the sky is interfering with the rocket's flight and the GPS system. The team launches more rockets and flies drones through the bubble, but the anomalies keep piling up. Jim's drone loses all communication and freezes in place as it approaches the southern boundary of the bubble, near where the dire wolf jaw was found. Eric reports a new kind of data corruption in the GPS tracking. Something is inserting unreadable characters into the data stream, almost as if the system is being hacked in real time. The team is baffled by the way their equipment keeps failing, or giving impossible readings whenever they get close to the bubble's boundaries. After a night of launches and data collection, the team gathers in the command center to review the results. High-speed video footage shows a strange point of light, possibly a UAP, moving across the sky just before the first rocket launch and the appearance of the 5.5 GHz signal. The GPS data from the rockets is even weirder. The Kate tracking system shows the rocket making impossible maneuvers, with abrupt changes in direction and large gaps in the data, especially at 3,200 feet above the triangle. This is well above the top of the bubble, which is about 2,000 feet high, suggesting that the anomaly extends even farther into the sky. The team realizes that something is physically stopping them from collecting data inside and above the bubble. The LiDAR system even shows the rocket's smoke trail starting several feet away from the actual launch pad, as if the data itself is being displaced. The missing data points, GPS errors, and strange signals all seem to cluster around the bubble's boundaries, both at ground level and high in the air. The team discusses using a helikite, a helium balloon with a payload, to get more dwell time inside the bubble and collect even more data. As the episode wraps up, the team is both frustrated and excited. Every time they try to probe the bubble, something interferes, whether it's a rocket being pushed off course, a drone freezing in midair, or GPS data being corrupted. Yet these failures are also clues, pointing to the reality of the bubble and its mysterious effects. The team is more determined than ever to keep pushing, using every tool and trick they can think of to break through the barriers and get to the truth. The ending of the episode leaves viewers with more questions than answers. What is the bubble, and how does it cause so many different types of interference? Is it connected to the dire wolf DNA, the UAP sightings, and the strange radio signals? Could it be a portal, a force field, or something even stranger? The team vows not to give up, promising to keep experimenting until they have real answers. Skinwalker Ranch Season 6 Episode 4 is a perfect example of why this show is so addictive. It combines cutting-edge science with genuine mystery, and the team's relentless curiosity keeps the story moving forward. Whether you believe in the paranormal or just love a good scientific puzzle, this episode delivers plenty of both. The search for the truth at Skinwalker Ranch is far from over, and if this episode is any indication, the best and weirdest is yet to come.